Hey, it's me again. I've decided to record this using the microphone that sort of built in my earphones, which is plugged into my phone. Let me know if it sounds any different. I don't think I've got too much to talk about tonight specifically, but I should have enough. I should have something to talk about. Don't worry if there's any long pauses. Just me trying to find something to talk about. Oh yeah, I've got something to talk about. It's it's about a conversation I was having earlier on today, or technically yesterday at the time of recording this. I was just talking to somebody about the whole creationism and the Big Bang Theory versus creationists. I guess the people who believe in the Big Bang, I guess they're called Darwinists because evolution is a big part of that. So yeah, the whole dispute between creationists and evolutionists. The evolutionists with the Big Bang claiming that when there was absolutely nothing, everything just suddenly appeared and started apparently what happened is after a long time of absolutely nothing in existence whatsoever, practically everything did appear at once, and well, it was just a massive particles, protons, neutrons, quarks, and electrons, and just stuff like that. Just a mass of particles. I should probably, before I move on, I should probably rebrand this channel as an ASMR channel. I don't know. Drop the microphone. Go where I go. Going back to the whole Darwinist thing. And then after a long time of particles moving together, forming atoms, and just in general, the entire atmosphere cooling down, because it was incredibly hot when they all first appeared. It was like horrifyingly hot. So they all had to cool down, which allowed more and more particles to bond together to make atoms and ions. But then, basically, at that point, the entire universe was just an absolutely, universe-sized cloud of gas. Just a massive cloud of gas. Think of it as the trenches in World War I when they started using mustard gas. Just an absolute, just a massive cloud of gas. Huh. Whole World War One analogy relates back to the last episode, video, whatever. Fair enough. Alright, so after the entire universe is a massive ball of gas, it starts to come together and starts to compress. And like it gets like it becomes more dense. And but I got it like over the course of millions of years apparently. Well, I'm guessing. I don't actually know the exact. I don't really know the actual approximate point. But through hundreds of millions of years, the gas slowly got closer and closer and closer until it became incredibly dense and then exploded. It exploded. And honestly, oh yeah, that I think that was like the first sort of supernova. And honestly, I have absolutely no clue what happened after this. Okay, I might have some sort of idea. After it exploded, gas, like all the gas, whenever it was flung away, but they were still in sort of clumps. So again, they sort of merged together and became stars, and then they exploded again. And some stars became supernovas. It was referred to by Bill Wirtz as some exploded with passion. Pretty fitting. So then, apparently rocks became a thing because of this. I have no idea. They formed together and created meteors, moons, and planets. Crap. Most specifically, Earth. And then, Earth was literally like a steaming pile of rock. Probably steaming, but it was incredibly hot. It's like bit. I'm guessing it was only like a bit less than the surface of the sun. That's how hot it was. I guess. So then another big space rock, flew into the bigger space rock, and it exploded basically. And so shards of it formed together to create the moon. Yeah, the moon. So then, more meteors and asteroids kept crashing onto the Earth and whatever. And some of them would have had water inside of them, because when they crashed and exploded and whatever, the water was boiled and the water was boiled very quickly and the water vapor went up into the sky. The oxygen in the water turned the sky blue. And then eventually this is after a long time of this happening, because they would have had only a wee bit of water. But the oxygen from the water turned the sky blue, and then after an even longer time, started to rain very heavily, cooling off basically the entire planet, creating the ocean. I'm guessing an organism lived inside those big space rocks. Don't know what they're called. But apparently in our DNA they have instructions on how to create an identical copy of themselves, so they just multiply. and also these weird underwater volcanoes, which produce some sort of gas or another liquid from under the sea. Um, that's what they basically fed on. And then, because it was evolutionists, well, not Darwinists, evolutionists, that's the word. I guess Darwinist also works. I don't know. So then this, I guess, evolved into fish and bigger fish and much, much, much bigger fish. Till eventually, oh yeah, they, they couldn't go on land because another billboard to reference the sun is a deadly leader. Then the ozone layer became a thing. I'm guessing. Actually, the ozone layer is, well, I actually have no idea what it's made of. Well, thinking about it now, I'm assuming it's oxygen. It's probably a lot more things. There's probably nitrogen in there somewhere. So then, things kept evolving, and then, some weird lizard without legs. So a legless lizard that was essentially still a fish. Well, like, well, it's a little dangerous to go on land, but there's no food, so I'll pass. Then somehow not crops, somehow grass and vegetation started to grow. So it flopped up on land. Took a couple thousand years to grow legs, and then went on land. But they still laid eggs in the water. So basically, kind of like frog spawn, but for lizards. Until they evolved again to use the eggs that reptiles eat land that land reptiles use today. Just a normal egg. So um things keep evolving, and there's like, what was it called, the Cambrian explosion. That was probably before the whole lizard thing. The Cambrian explosion was just a bunch of, I don't know, weird fish bugs. And I'm guessing the lizard came after that. Then somehow through a long string of evolution and I guess crossbreeding as well, mammals started to pop up. Well, yeah, no, some lizards grew into dinosaurs. Well, basically prehistoric reptiles, and a few of them persisted, like alligators and crocodiles. And I guess Komodo dragons, I don't know how long they've been around for. Certainly longer than I have. And through a lot of evolution, I guess crossbreeding as well, mammals came into existence. More specifically, a monkey, or, well, I guess an ape, a very early form of an ape, which was apparently the first species that learned to grab things. And then some of them evolved again. So then they learned to walk on two legs and grab things, which is revolutionary technology, by the way. So then they continued evolving into, well, normal people, or at the very least, Stone Age people. Then normal people. Let's just spin a slippery slope downhill from there, I guess, even though statistically people are living what? So even though statistically people are actually life expectancy is increasing, and just people are getting larger in general. People are getting larger, not just by being fat, but like, I guess, height and muscle, I guess. I'm not sure. All I know is that statistically our life expectancy is starting to go up. Shout out to my Victorian era watchers, in which the life expectancy was, well, like 35, and I was impressed to live past 40. That was pretty good. So yeah, that's basically the universe's origins to an evolutionist slash Darwinist. To a creationist, basically the Christian's religious way of thinking how it went. Okay, so in the beginning there was nothing. There was just in the beginning there was absolutely nothing. We're off to a pretty similar start already, but this time there isn't completely nothing. There is a something in all. There is a something in all this nothing, and that something is some deity or god or, well, some sort of person strolling through the utter nothingness. That person is known as, well, to Christians as God, to Jews as Jehovah. Well, they probably still call it God, still call him God, but Jehovah's like the holiest name ever for them, I guess. We just, well, actually, not just the people, not just like Christians, but practically everyone just calls him God, because that's really the only widespread name. Well, I guess there's the man upstairs and the magic man in the clouds. But apparently it's not very Christian like to use those terms, which is, well, I can see where they're coming from. Sort of like trying to bring their god down to their level, which I guess is kind of disrespectful in their eyes. So, back to the nothingness of a person strolling through the nothingness. He decides, I've had enough of this nothingness, it's kind of lonely. Now, it's very lonely. Oh, and apparently at some point he created a bunch of these, I guess, helpers or whatever, messengers, more specifically called angels. And one of the angels was a not good angel, and riled up a bunch of other angels to try and overthrow the big all powerful guy. So the big all powerful guy sent the bad angel and the angels he'd riled up against him, sent him to another dimension or another plane of reality. Basically the waste bin of the human race, I guess. Because if you don't do the right things, if you don't pass the criteria for getting into the good afterlife, you go to the bad one. I realize I need to actually get into the creation of the good afterlife. So not too long, well, maybe right before this, but around about that time, he gets bored of the nothingness, so he decides to create. So he decides to start making a somethingness instead of a nothingness. And he quite literally just says, let there be light, because apparently it was dark. And everything, well, something lit up. There was some sort of light coming from somewhere. Let's say that's the sun, and let's not make it completely dark. So we'll give you a moon. Oh, wait, hold on, I need to create a planet. So he creates a planet, a fully inhabitable planet. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Oh, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that it looks a lot like the way Pangea is theorized to look. You know, one of the first versions of, well, one of the first land masses on Earth. You know, before everything broke apart and India became part of Asia. Yeah, apparently the way India became part of Asia is it broke off from somewhere else and crashed into the bottom of Asia, and that's what caused the Himalayas. Because of like a certain way mountains are made, it's like when two land masses crash together, they sort of fold upwards, making mountain ranges and whatever. So that's apparently that's theorized about how the Himalayas are made. Let's get back to what we're talking about. So I'm just gonna assume that at the moment the world is looking a lot like Pangea right now. So then, Big Man makes living things, makes animals, makes plants. Then it's like, okay, we need some guy to robot to be above these lads, but not above me. So he makes a human, and then the human makes names for all the animals. So then the human is like really lonely. So the big man makes a woman, makes a woman, and the human and woman are basically essentially rulers of the earth. Um, who are below the ruler of the earth, I guess. I'm starting to sound really immature calling them humans. I really just can't be bothered. I really just can't take it seriously. Not that I'm against the story, but it's just the fact that I've already went into such detail about the whole evolutionist theory that I just can't be bothered to go into as much detail. Because honestly, according to according to the Bible, there's not really that much detail given about the creation of the earth. But yeah, by the way, the big man, God, Jehovah, whatever, he makes something for himself called heaven. Not just for himself, for his angles, for the 90 degrees and the 80 degrees. Makes place for him, the angels, and apparently he has a son now, and a goat, and like apparently he's decided to split himself into three. Himself, the main one, the father, his son, Jesus, and a goat. It's like one of the names for it is literally the Holy Ghost. Fair enough. So, well, yeah, creates a human and creates a woman human, and uh, they're named Adam and Eve, and everything is basically placed in a very nice place called the Garden of Eden, and everything's allowed to run free. This is before the apparent um This is before the, this apparently before the very quick turn for the worst of sin entering the world because of one single thing. Okay, they're basically given free reign, but because sin has entered the world, they are very good people. So, so God decides to give Adam and Eve a simple request: donate the fruit from the biggest tree in like the middle of the garden. It's called the tree of good and evil, tree of knowledge, if you will. If you eat that, you'll die. Because at this point, I'm pretty sure everything was immoral. Everything was immortal, and there was no apparent, way to die yet. So then, remember the bad angel, known as, called Lucifer, forgot to mention that. He now goes by Satan, and he's possessed snake. Apparently, the snake has arms and legs, so it's just a lizard. A very skinny lizard, but a lizard nonetheless. So he possesses lizard and convinces Eve, the woman, the female human, to eat from to eat from the tree that they're not to eat from the one tree that they're not supposed to eat from. And she does it. She eats from the one tree she's not supposed to eat from. And then she goes and gives it to the male human, Adam, and he eats from the one tree they were told not to eat from. That's how sin entered the world, and now everything's able to die. That kind of sucks, honestly. Oh yeah, and for that specific kind of lizard, God removed the arms and legs, creating a snake. Okay, so apparently, okay, so it's referred to as a serpent, but okay, that's probably the type of lizard it was, a serpent lizard, and got its arms and legs removed, so it became a snake. Fair enough. Apparently, snakes and humans were destined arch rivals, but I'm pretty sure the arch rivals of all humans are, well, other humans, but let's not get too deep into that. And yeah, that's essentially the creation. That's both theories. Well, both of the most. They're the two most popular theories on how the Earth was, on how basically everything was made. So the whole creationist thing, it it focuses more on the Earth itself rather than practically everything. But fair enough. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, just want to bring up an argument that I just sort of, when I think about that, this wee argument sort of haunts me, I guess. Sort of stares me down, sends a chill down my spine. Obviously, it doesn't really. I'm just playing it up, but it's the argument that a lot of creationists use against evolutionists. If humans, excuse me, if all humans evolved from monkeys and apes and whatever, why are there still monkeys and apes? Now you see, my friend, there is a very simple answer to that. But I don't know the answer. It's probably not very simple at all. I have no idea what the. Well, actually, a lot of it has got to do with. Okay, so the most accurate thing I can compare it to is like there's this website where you can sort of create an like a thing, and like you make there's like multiple copies of this thing, and the one that gets the furthest is that one. It's the one that gets to reproduce and create more of itself. So essentially, it's kind of like it's kind of like genes. When genes are being remade, only using the dominant genes and getting rid of the recessive genes, kind of like that. So that essentially boils down to the dominant ones get to. Okay, so the definition of evolution is not monkey to man. The definition of evolution is changing and adapting. Well, this is an abridged definition. I don't actually know the official one, but my abridged definition of evolution is changing to adapt to well changing to adapt to the surroundings of anything really. Yeah. Yeah, changing, in any way really, to adapt to practically any changes to their surroundings or way of life or whatever. And, a lot of the time, the thing is, if you, get the perfect or like the best version of something, and then create as many copies of that, and then take the best version of all of those copies, then create more, and like rinse and repeat. You'll eventually get to a point where there is like very, there are very little flaws with, well, really anything. So like, basically the most dominant, strongest ones are the ones that get to evolve. So I'm guessing that would be the evolutionist explanation. I'm not sure. Another explanation is about the way a dragonfly works. Well, the way the wings on a dragonfly are designed. Because like, okay, I gotta admit it is a bit of a stretch that the way the wings on a dragonfly were designed just by complete accident rather than someone or something specifically making that way, or making something similar and it changing over time to become what it is. But then there's also the fact of the matter that, you know, mountains, land masses, whatever. But there's obviously an easy explanation, just the plates, the plates of the world shift. They're constantly moving. And when they hit each other, that creates an earthquake. I think. Much like the plates of the world are constantly moving, and when one landmass hits into another, they usually tend to fold up to create lines. Hence, what I was just talking about in the Himalayas. That might also be the reason behind the Scottish Highlands, because apparently the apparently I actually don't know where those mines in the Scottish Highlands are, but I'm pretty sure they're near the bottom of Scotland and the top of England. So England and Scotland could have smashed together at some point, and Scottish Highlands were a thing. Don't know about Wales. Not entirely sure. Pretty sure England and Wales were always just one piece of land. Wales isn't part of England, but sure feels like it's overlooked a lot of the time, I'd say. No offense to Welsh people. So is Northern Ireland. And it's very overlooked as well. You're saying Scotland and England? Well, actually, here's the thing. I'd say, personally, I'd say Northern Ireland is overlooked more than Wales. Because what did Northern Ireland have? What does Northern Ireland have under its belt? The Troubles? No, nothing significant. What about Wales? The horribly long names and hard to pronounce language. There's like a 10-meter long sign for a single place, and it's all one word. And two L's make a C. Like, when you see in Welsh, when you see two L's together, that makes a C noise or a K noise, which is quite the opposite of Spanish, because when you see two L's together, it makes a Y sound. It's kind of odd that it's kind of odd that every modern language has its roots in Latin. And when I say modern languages, I mean specifically the European languages like French, German, Spanish, English. I don't know about Irish. Well, I don't know about Gaelic and Gaelic. Irish, Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic. Gaelic, I think it is. Not entirely sure. I don't know if Gaelic, Gaelic. or even Welsh, or okay, I'm going to assume that they come from Latin, because I'm pretty sure every language that shares the alphabet with English, pretty sure came from Latin. A lot of languages came from Latin. Like, obviously, a, a lot of, like, okay, I'd say English takes the most influence from Latin. Definitely the most. Languages like French and Spanish, and German, I'd say they take a decent amount from both Latin and Greek. Okay, I'm pretty sure literally every modern language takes at least something from Greek, or even Roman. Like a lot of these old languages are sort of rubbed off. Well, yeah, that's the word. Sort of rubbed off when it came to making when it came to making other languages. I'm pretty sure English became a language because people started using slang when talking in Latin. So they decided, you know what, people are talking in slang a lot when talking in Latin, so we'll just make a new language. And you know those guys, those Saxony, those guys in that one place below Scotland, like what Anglicans, really, like the Anglicans. That's what they used to be called. That is such, that name is so much better than English or England. Like, I'm not English, I'm Anglican. Granted, they probably spoke Latin or whatever language the Anglicans spoke. And I don't know what the country would have been called. Anglica? Anglic? Oh, I really hope it wasn't Anglic. But yeah, all modern languages take um take something from Latin, Greek, Roman, and heck, we still use Roman numerals for a lot of things. Like time is a pretty good example. So yeah, that's second episode of baggage.mp4. I still don't have some sort of secret identity to call myself every video, so sadly it isn't Papa John. You know what? Actually, I'll make a promise to you. Next episode, whenever it comes out, I'm going to address myself as Papa John in the intro of the video. And with that, I'll see you whenever I decide to make another one.